Good morning. Gotta do this. Here you go. Good morning. What's this? In case anything. Back on back. Here we go. Some days I feel good. Some days I'm like, I'm ready to get on and start going. Yesterday was very much not one of those, but today, definitely one of those. Hold on, I'm gonna adjust the camera here. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Better. Figuring it out. And you can see the bike. Okay. I gotta like split focus between TikTok and Twitch and whatnot. Nice morning here in Michigan. Cycling away. We're on day 57. Hopefully, the audio is a little bit clearer. It might not be, though.
Bulkbogan official said, "Jams 'em."
What's up, Bulk? Good morning, good morning. Getting in some morning cycling. For people on Twitch, I got Beaker running with a chainsaw. That's the thing I'm running from. I'm trying to figure out on TikTok Live how to...
Didn't attend yesterday's stream because it was 8 a.m. today.
Oh, yeah, no worries, yeah. Understandable. Yeah, I was hungover yesterday, so I had to do an evening stream. But normally I do mornings. Day 57. Let's reflect. Have a little bit of retro. How the workouts are going. Workouts are good. Down 14 pounds. Things I'd like to improve. Varying the workouts. You know, just hopping on the bike is one thing. Being here is the biggest hurdle. We've jumped over that. Now let's start toning. If we want to get into Mr. Universe shape, we can't just have like horse legs. Although I wonder, has there ever been a Mr. Universe that just never worked out his chest? And they're like, sir, why are you on stage? And he goes this, and then he like, lifts up his shorts, and he just is bulging out. They're like, damn! They're like, oh my god, that's the most...
After last stream
thing.
where we talked about weird celebrity culture, I went to Jabroni Mike VOD.
Oh, yeah, Jabroni Mike, yeah. Another fun guy to watch. Good sense of humor, some fun content. What was Jabroni Mike talking about? Yeah, what were we talking about? we were talking about child actors.
And he talked about the Sandra Bullock and how she does face injections of Korean baby force skin.
That's right, yeah. And you could tell she was like thinking she was about to start a trend when she was admitting this. Didn't she say it on Ellen? Or maybe that was a different person. But anyway, she was like, oops, like, yeah, I'm okay with it. It's for beauty. And then you're like, what? Someone's not in Sandra Bullock's corner telling her that's a bad idea. Or someone is.
Yeah,
and she's
it's
not
wrong
listening.
when Ellen is not the weirdest person in the room.
Yeah. It's like the ancient herbal cures. Yeah? Why aren't those ancient herbal cures in any hospital ever? Think about it. That is my barrier to entry, the least barrier. If it's a medical revolution and it changes how you think about whatever altogether, why isn't it in a hospital? Why isn't it in hospitals across America? Especially if it's just like a weird powder. They don't just have a bead on it. They didn't watch Ellen that day, those doctors at the hospital. They missed it. Oh my God, the secret to eternal life and youth. Damn. Why doesn't Sandra Bullock go to the hospital and share this information? I mean, they just had bins of that stuff lying around. Wouldn't that be funny if someone was right about that? Yeah. I inject horse pee into myself to give me the power of a horse. And they're like, there's no way that works. How does pee lead to muscle growth? And then someone does it, and they get jacked, and they're like, oh my God, it worked. What? I can't believe this worked. This is absolute quackery. I was really just doing it to make you look really stupid.
Oh, there are people who do that.
Oh my God, the horse pee maybe have the strength of 10 men. I'm Superman now. This guy was right. I told you. I'm sorry for doubting you, Mountain Man. I attribute to the weird health stuff to...
As seen on latest RLM Wheel of the Worst.
Yes, yeah. With the Arnold, unless there's a newer one. Arnold and Rio. That guy is so funny. That was like the funniest Wheel of the Worst I've seen in a long time. They should have had that guy on earlier. Hopefully they do again. It was like when they had Colin from Canada. He's really funny too. I like that. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry for TikTok. I can't really see. Everything's flying by too quickly. But thank you to whoever said keep it up. Oh, yes. Yeah. The middle video of the last Wheel of the Worst. Drinking your own urine. I think the reason that those health...
Worst RLM guest. Challenge you can't say Max Landis.
Some are just awkward. But you get a chance to meet a person, you're like, yeah, sure, you could be on an episode. And then they just don't do well. Yeah, I don't know. There's some people who just go on and don't say anything. Like there was a director or something, I can't remember of what. And I was like, oh, you just came on to come on. And I'm sure it was cool for you guys to meet each other, but you have no personality or whatsoever. It's not like bald guy, I think. Can't remember his name. Can't even remember the episode. So, I think the worst performance you could possibly have is a boring one. And say what you will, at least the Max Landis one had some memorable moments from it. He did kind of try to steal the show, I feel like. Let the guy Aang do their thing. But then again, the Schwarzenegger guy, he didn't really steal it. They gave him the floor because he had such a good Arnold impression and they watched an Arnold movie.
Yeah, that's where they met Neil Breen.
Yeah? They met Neil Breen? I missed that.
I mean his movies.
Oh, yeah. Neil Breen, amazing director. Cade the Torture Crossing is pretty much unwatchable. You can make a 10-minute supercut of all the funniest, like, oh, we gotta make this an even fight, the tiger fight. And then the rest is just unwatchable garbage. Neil Breen is working on his 7th feature film. If you don't know who Neil Breen is, he's a bad movie savant. But he's unaware, so after all this time, maybe the 6th movie he started to catch on. I can't tell, ever. I do not know. Hopefully it inspires him to go back to form. I'm hoping that, like, he is growing into the best Neil Breen he could possibly be. And he's, like, aware that that's clearly the worst movie he's ever done. Just because low effort. I believe in the Breen. I think we're going to get one more movie before he becomes too elderly to do anything. But who knows, maybe Neil Breen will pull a David Lynch and be making movies till he dies. Who's to know? Who's to say? Hello, TikTokers. Hopefully the audio isn't terrible. I tried plugging in a new mic, but I didn't make sure it worked, but hopefully you can hear me over the bike noise. And it's not just all wind. I even put a windsock on this thing because I'm like, that might work. We were talking about ancient herbal cures and secret wellness. I think the reason those survived for so long is the same reason I tried pushing a truck for 3 hours in Pokemon Red when someone told me that's how you get Mew. You know, if you just give such a complicated process, and you know what? Some of the games, that is what they do. So it's plausible. You know, it gives you something that you're like, no way this exists. It gives you plausible doubt. So you doubt it, but you think you want to prove it true. And then step 3, it's really, really hard for anybody to maintain. So that when you say it doesn't work, they go, well, you didn't give it a chance. You gave it up after a week. It takes a year for it to start showing effects. It's like, a year? A year of injecting horse urine into my calves? A year? And they're like, yeah, that's the only way. Worked for me, and then those people are lying too. They just want to act like they're stronger. They're better than you. Or they have an in with the horse people. They get kickbacks for selling, for each gallon they sell. Yeah, weird, sick world we live in.
Some of that is placebo.
Some of that is placebo. Yeah, sometimes just doing something that is just for you feels good. Like this. Like just the act of like getting on the bike is a good placebo. I guess that's not really placebo because this is literally helping my health and giving me a dopamine rush. Placebo would be, yeah, I don't know. Me drinking this and it's like mountain water that gives me the power of Zeus or something. And it's just regular water.
My parents treated a wrist sprain with a yarn bracelet.
Oh, there you go. Hey. You know, just being conscious. They
Like what that can possibly do.
Yeah, exactly. But the yarn bracelet was symbolic of the mental jail your parents put in that their wrist in. So they're like, this yarn bracelet is really working, but they're also like, I'm not going to move because it hurts a lot. So it gave them the courage. It had the desired placebo effect. Yeah, people who do something that's complete quackery, and that works. People love that with like disease diagnoses. A lot of doctoring is guessing. It's like a mechanic. Like, I can't really tell unless I pull you completely apart, but it might be this. You always get a second opinion. If some doctor tells you you have super spine brain cancer, get a second opinion. Because you don't know if that's some shady doctor just trying to get. Or, I heard dentists are notorious. Like, if you go to a doctor and they're like, you got so many cavities and you got to get all these root canals, that is a scam. They will pull your teeth for no reason just so they can get the money. I'm like, that is the most evil shit I've ever heard in my entire life. My wife, you know, before we got married, she went to like the cheapest dentist in town. And they go, you have like 8 cavities. She's like, damn. But she had like literally no money. So she's like, I cannot take care of this right now. And they're like, okay, well, it's only going to get worse. Then she went to my dentist. You know, we got married. And they're like, you don't have any cavities. No, your teeth are pretty good, actually. And she's like, what? What the hell? I almost got a bunch of cavities filled for no reason. What were they going to do? Just put filling in my mouth? Total bastard mode. That's why in dentistry they need like a second mirror. So I can see what they're looking at. So you got a mirror looking into my mouth. I want a mirror looking at what you're looking at. Who watches the Watchers? What's the deal with the Muppets on the Game Awards? They're always trying to find places to squeeze Muppet characters into. I haven't watched the Game Awards in a long time. Yeah, those old guys. I wonder if the guy that runs it just has like a family member that works at the Muppet studio. I feel like with Muppets, it's like a little bit chasing the dragon. It's never going to be like Muppet Christmas Carol or Muppet Treasure
Maybe
Island.
you got them for cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the rates for all the Muppet characters? Someone leaked the sheet. What's the rate list? Kermit, Miss Piggy, clearly very expensive. I see Miss Piggy on fucking credit card commercials. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? Beaker, probably pretty cheap. The old guys, they're pretty well known.
Elmo is a greedy fuck.
Elmo is a greedy fuck, yeah. The weird band. Animal's pretty up there. What's the cheapest? What's the cheapest Muppet? Who could we get on this stream? Can I pay somebody $100 to get an actual Muppet? Just to bounce around back there? Maybe the shrimp dude? The little shrimp guy? Or lobster man? What is he? Maybe one of the rat puppets. Something small, I feel like. Small feels cheaper for me for some reason. What's the Ratso Rizzo or whatever? He had one starring role, and then they threw him away. He was lying up. Give me a messed up Muppet. Give me one that hasn't been maintained. That's the cheap one. The one they don't even care to put more felt on. That's just rotting. For 20 years in a closet. Got mothballs all over him. And then don't clean them up whatsoever. That's the Muppet I want on my show. It's like an old Muppet. It's like Ballo or something. It's just like got eyes on it. It was like an early prototype. And he goes, "Oh, I don't get used anymore." We're like, Jesus, I'm already depressed. I'm already sad. What is going on with Ballo? Yeah, I do that. It's almost like a Twilight Zone episode. A Muppet that is so sad it makes you want to die. Jesus, Ballo. That's why they stopped showing him. They're like, we got reports of increased self-harm. We had to retire Ballo. The number immediately plummeted. And we're like, yep, it was Ballo. All right, we're going to try another interval at maybe 40 minutes. So 16 minutes, I'm going to go super hard. I'm hoping the phone doesn't fall off of this thing. I got it precariously balanced right now. So we'll see. Nice morning here in Michigan.
Have you
Snow
measured
on the
whole
ground,
runs
but-
with and without intervals?
Have you measured hold runs with and without intervals? Nah, I need to take these numbers and start slap them into a spreadsheet so I can see like literally performance increase along with just more numbers to be happy about. Distance is one I want to keep track of. Calories, I think, is just a guesstimate. Average RPM is something that'd be interesting. Average speed. Time's always going to be the same. That is not a bad idea, Bulk. Knowledge is power.
Methinks intervals are important, but real height after them your rate probably falls below average.
Yeah. But I think it builds up stamina. I don't know. Yeah, what does going hard do? It like puts a little bit more strain in my heart, so I don't know. Does that do something? Can you train your heart to be pumped faster? What is, I assume P90X probably goes into this in their marketing material, because they're all about high intensity. They're like, hey, you can work out for 15 minutes if those 15 minutes are high interval. Like, really pushing yourself. Is that true? I don't know. But then you start to dread it. I made a promise at the beginning of the week that I would do an interval every day. And if I could do it yesterday when I was hungover and everything, despite doing an evening stream, I could do it today. We can make it work. Need to conserve water, because that interval, I just suck it down. It's going to look very crazy on the phone, because the whole room's going to shake. The whole room shakes on the laptop. So I have a feeling the phone is just going to completely fly off. We'll see, though. It gets stuck in the wheels. I destroy my phone for working out. Woo. It's good, though. We're at 273, which means we're right on the cusp of another milestone. I have to look it up on my phone, but I haven't been 260 for a long time. A long time. Maybe since 2015. It's been a long, long time since I've been in the 260s. But how exciting. That means this is working. This is really, really doing it. Every 5, every 10. Everyone, it's like I've never been this for a long time, which is pretty exciting. It's good to celebrate. Keeps my motivation high. My parents watch Mike and Molly all the time, and the guy on that show is huge, but he lost a ton of weight. I don't know if he got the surgery or did Ozempic or whatever. That guy is like super thin now. And it's weird. It's like complete facial transformation, which terrible for his career. Because can I get that big funny guy from Mike and Molly? And he walks in the room. Yeah, go get the guy from Mike and Molly. That's me. What the hell? It's the one time where looking good is actually a bad. He sacrificed his career for his health. I'm sure he's trying to take off, but unfortunately, I think he was typecast as Fatty Fall Down. It's the plight of the fat comic. Being that big is just like humorous. It's like wearing full clown makeup, essentially, but all the time. Are there any comics who have lost the weight that second-winded their career? I think Will Sasso. He's one of those guys. He lost the weight, and it was awkward, but I think he found a new place as a thin guy. He's still very funny. He still stays very active and stuff. I think another thing is, too, not giving up, because it is disappointing to get all these roles and stuff as a big guy and then to get nothing. That's got to be, like, so, like, I just want to give up. But you got to power through. Never give up. Never surrender. You can second wind. You don't have to be anything you don't want to be to have your career keep going. You can find a new niche. It happens to everyone all the time. Who else? Unfortunately, a lot of bigger guys just die. Who is another Hollywood person that lost all the weight and then like couldn't get any gigs for a while? There's that many of them. It's a hard thing to do initially. Making a full body transformation and like a full lifestyle change that lasts, it's really hard. Oh, perfect example. Ethan Suplee. There you go. There's somebody who like completely turned it around, put down the cakes and pizzas, and became like a fitness influencer. He's still funny, still a likable dude. But it had to be hard. He had to know I'm like committing career genocide because all my roles were fatty fall down. And you know what? He did it. Good for him. Who else? There's got to be more. I'm trying to think. Can't just be like two. Anyway, maybe it is just that rare of a thing. I'm also limiting it to like people who have like really popped off as a fatty and then lost the weight. Because if you were like a nobody before, he lost the weight, and then you were even less of a nobody, that's not really that. Not really the gauge I'm looking for. Not really the filter I'm looking at. What I'm saying is, I'm looking for guys that are like wildly successful, like in top build movies. Well, they're not top build, but like, you know, stuff that gets like $10 million plus as a budget, and then they take a dip after they lose the weight and have to refine themselves. All right, at 40 minutes, I'm going to do an interval. 8 rounds, like 4 minutes, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. It kicks my ass every time, but I've been doing it every day this week. The phone's probably going to fall off the thing. Who cares? I'll get it after. You'll get to listen to the sounds, the horrific sounds of me breathing through, heavily breathing. We're at 34 minutes now. So 5 more minutes of peace and then some high intensity. Conserve the water, conserve the water. Need it most during this interval stuff. Sun's coming out. It's really cloudy, can't really see it too well. It's kind of right on my face again. It's one of those things too. Like being tall has its advantages, like albeit sacrificing like comfortability on like public transit and stuff, or on airplanes. Being big, being fat, doesn't really have any advantages. They're all disadvantages. Harder to exercise. You're all tired all the time. Everyone looks down at you. Anytime you're like, I started to work out, people are like, oh, great, because you're disgusting now. That's the thing I always follow up with in my mind. It's like, oh, good, because you need it. It's never like someone's like, you're working out. It's like, no. And in fact, if one of your friends says that, they're clearly the feeder of the friend group. And they are solely responsible for you becoming fat because of a weird, fetishy desire to have a fat friend. I don't think that's true for anyone. Sometimes I just invent fictions in my head. That's like, yep, there's definitely people out there that... I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle. Not completely as crazy as I think, but not as completely innocent as everybody else thinks. All right, 2 minutes, and then we're gonna do high interval. It's gonna suck. Yesterday I really gassed out at like round 4. Today I'm hoping to get through full force. I feel like I ride it down, I spike, I gas out, and then right on the last round I find a little bit more energy. I ride the interval roller coaster. You know, if I keep doing it though, I'll be able to go hard for the whole intervals. There will be no ramping down. I just gotta stick with it. All right. 2 minute warning. Less than 2 minutes here. I get like butterflies in my stomach, like when I'm about to run out onto the field and play a game or something. I feel like Rudy right now. Now's the point where it's like, you can do it. You got this. Don't die. Please don't die. They're the best team in the state. You'll never win. I think I can. I think I can. Okay, less than a minute here, and then we're gonna get it going. Get ready. If you're watching right now, get ready. It's about to ramp up. Oh boy. I need a second water bottle just for this. Or I need to do intervals earlier in the stream. Oh shit. Okay, 30 seconds. Calm before the storm. Okay, for 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Calm. Aum. Aum. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright. Working. Round 1. 20 seconds. High intensity. Going harder than I could. Alright. I was starting to rest too easy. We're going. 10-second rest. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Alright, back on it. Oh my God, I'm gassing out at round 2. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, round 3, come out. Here we go, round 3. I'm gassed, but I gotta keep going. Gotta keep up. Ba-da-da-da. Okay, 10 seconds. Oh, these breaks are nothing. All right, round 4. Halfway. Okay, holy shit. I don't know why I'm so much more gassed than I was before. Round 5. Okay, round 5. Keep it up. Come on. Power through. Come on. Resting. All right. Round 6. Getting closer. Here we go. Come on. Keep it going. Come on. Whew. Okay, round 6 over. Round 7. 2 more rounds to go.
Said, at Bulk Bogan official Kermit and Miss Piggy are clearly experts of cinema.
What's up, Biz? Good morning. All right, here we go. Round 7. Oh, shit. Okay. One more round.
It's a shame the punk out music would get claimed.
Oh, yeah. Doo-doo. Round 8. Last round. Go crazy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Holy shit. I gassed out. Distance 1.3. Less. Calories 45.7. Average RPM 63. Speed 24. Max speed 28. Max RPM 74. Whew. I need more water, I feel like. Or maybe I need to do them earlier. We did it, though. We did it. Made the morning work. Now we nice chill for the rest of the hour. Bump. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. I just did the interval. Interval. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. I know doing the interval unlocks something too, because I am like drenched now. I usually am anyway, but like even more so. Something in that like connects with you primally. It feels like you just like outran a tiger or something. Now I get to rest. You're like tricking your brain into thinking there was some danger, and your body's just like, what the hell? Feels good. Feels good to push it. Push it real good. Salt and pepper's here.
How normal does the workout feel at the moment? It must after so many days.
Yeah, it feels like we're in the part of the workout where it's just like, I don't know, feels like I can't imagine life before it. It's just like, yeah, this is just part of my day. It feels good. I do want to vary it up, though. I do want to, like, write out a schedule and have, like, Monday be arms day or something and do some, like, I feel like I could do most everything with a kettlebell. The only thing I don't know how to do with the kettlebell is, like, some solid core stuff. I mean, I think the swing sort of works out your core. Not really. I need to work a core, like do push-ups, do planks, do sit-ups somehow. We'll figure it out. I said that like a month ago, and I haven't gotten any close to figuring it out. I feel like the swing is probably it. I'm overthinking it because I want something that's on camera. If I'm laying down on the ground, I'm out of frame, and then my mics and stuff won't pick me up. Oh, my sweat is going right into my eyeballs. I'm macing myself with my own sweat. All right. We can at least get out of rest mode here. Ramp it up a little bit more. Oh, there you go, Biz. That's got to feel good. You're brightening up to people's days. Especially with, like, the elderly and hospice and, like, it's almost like homeless people. People just look at you like you're invisible or they treat you like a child. So it's nice to just, like, have something where someone doesn't, like, I don't know, where someone just notices me. You know, any little thing has got to be something to look forward to.
It does.
Yeah.
Especially when it barely takes an hour or two from the day.
Yeah. Yeah, Alan used to volunteer for, I forget what it's called, but it's like, you know, when people have a stroke or like a weird accident or something, and they become like nonverbal. They could speak before, but now it's just, I don't know. Some people can train out of it and kind of like improve, but some people are like just totally cannot talk or even understand speech. I don't know. Forget what it's called, but she told me stories about that, and that's like, you know.
Funniest thing is when the adult staff are into it as much as the school kids are.
Yeah, there you go. You're putting on a good show, that means, Biz. You're putting on a show the people want to see. I forget what's the mascot? A bear, right? I think it's a bear or a bull, right? I might be completely misremembering.
It's a hedgehog for some reason.
A hedgehog, okay. I did not expect that. Like a realistic looking hedgehog, or is it like a Sonic ripoff?
Cartoony as hell.
Cartoony as hell. Okay, interesting.
Bulkbogan official said, is he named Soanic by any chance?
Sonic, you got to help these kids. I'm too busy. I got stuff to do.
Byzantiadev said, Hetty, but she gets that a lot.
Hattie, okay. Yeah, people throwing chili dogs at you. Sonic, here's your chili dogs. It's like, I'm not that guy. I'm a different hedgehog.
Bulkbogan official said, Sonic ain't he gonna go to the hospice, so good call.
Yeah. Hey, you're doing it so Sonic doesn't
Byzantiadev
have
said,
to.
I would love to do a Birmingham hospice / Sonic crossover though.
Oh, hell yeah. Get some of that Sega money. What's the guy that voices the new Sonic? Ben something? Which I'm glad they got a comedian to do it, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I think the cartoon Sonic worked because it was like, is that Urkel? And like he was like trying to do a voice and like, I don't know, like he was trying to cartoon it up. He was trying to ham it up and gave a different performance that was very memorable. I feel like, again, yeah, the worst thing with like voice acting, like he just sounds like a guy talking. He doesn't have that, like, I don't know, that, like, oh my god, this is a character. Sonic's always struck me as a character trying to reinvent itself, yes, for sure. 3D Sonic versus 2D Sonic. I feel like they're all on board with the 3D Sonic. The more anthropomorphic really connected with the people. Yeah, because if you look at original Sonic, the 2D sprites or whatever,
I'd love to voice act a villain, a really cheesy one just once.
oh, there you go. Hey, where's that money, McGee? Where's that money? You owe him his money. Just keep saying that over again. They're like, that's not the line. They're like, shh. The director's like, shh, shh, shh. We're witnessing magic here. Give me that
Rocky
money,
Balboa.
McGee. Give me that. Yeah, it sounds like Rocky Balboa. Give me that money. He was supposed to have a huge monologue that explained the plot of the movie. We don't need it. Give me that money. It's so simple. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah. Give me that money. And then that's what inspired. It's like an animal movie. So that's when the dog comes to life and hits me in the nuts, and I go, oh.
That's not in the script. You're voicing man in crowd.
Yeah, I would still try to talk. I would get kicked off a set just so I'm like, this is the closest the director's ever going to come to noticing me. I go, oh, shit. And they're like, sir, be quiet or we're going to have to remove you from set. And then I want that one day where the PA's just doing their job, but the director sticks out his hand and goes,
crowd people aren't allowed to talk on set BTW.
I went, oh, shit. Yes. Yes, that's what the scene needs. Get that fat guy over here. Now hit him in the nuts with a football. Yes, this is going to be what we put in the trailer. This is the hook that we needed. Crowd of people aren't allowed. Oh, I've been an extra. Yeah, they're like peas and carrots, and they're all like, quiet on set. You'll get that.
If you talk, you no longer part of the extras.
I feel like every movie set has the ultimate, like, Karen or the ultimate, like, shh.
Byzantiadev said, at Bulkbogan official did not know that.
I feel like...
I remember Critical saying he messed up as an extra on the Hunger Games.
Yeah. A lot of times, I feel bad for anyone who's, like, been a dead body or something, or, like, in a pile or whatever. Because they really, like... or the Red Letter Media guys talked about this. They were in like a Drew Barrymore movie. They were in a carnival scene that took like 10 seconds of like the movie or whatever. But they were there like all day for multiple days. And
riding a wheel for 2 hours.
yeah, exactly. Mike was on the wheel, and they're like, we can't get you off of it. We can't stop the ride until we're done filming. And so he was just on it all day. Like I am sick. Which is so funny. And then you realize you can barely even see Rich.
Volkswagen official said, and Jay was a stand-in for some actor for 1 second, like in predictable photography.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I forget. I remember who. I remember him saying
just
that.
Just to get the proportions right.
Just to get the proportions right. Yeah. Oh, for what's his face? That they Kyle Gallner, right? That's who it was, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe it was someone.
Byzantiadev said, I've always thought more awards should go to background work like stunts and camera work.
Yeah, there are some good background people. But then you don't want to award that because if everyone's trying to do that, then you're going to get people breakdancing. It's like, hey, this is a war movie. Can you not be whatever you're doing back there? Sir, I'm talking to you. Okay. I don't know why everybody started doing this, but no more awards for background work. That would be funny, though. Smiling Friends kind of has this. They have a lot of background gags or like characters in the background just doing weird things or running around.
Volkswagen official said, not me getting MTV Best Kiss Award for Beethoven 9.
Yuck. I feel like that's a nice treat for after the movie. Like if it's something like not so distracting where it pulls focus, but like if I watch the movie again and I look in the background and I go, oh my God, that guy's just doing push-ups throughout the whole movie. That's crazy. Why is he doing that? Just like every scene, that guy's like, you frame it in front of a window or something, or he's doing push-ups in the background, like behind. Like even when you're in the private moment, somebody's in their bedroom, there's a background actor doing push-ups in the corner, and they don't acknowledge it whatsoever. It's just a funny little treat for the viewing audience. They go, is that guy doing push-ups? What relevance does that have to the movie? None.
Byzantiadev said, there are people whose entire film career has been various background cops.
Yeah. Hey, steady work. You always need a cop to come in and go, what the hell happened there? Oh my God. Oh, geez. Well, looks like you two had quite the day. Mister, you wouldn't believe the half of it. Yeah, I don't get that because I wasn't in the movie until right now.
Didn't Police Squad have funny background gags that were out of place?
Yeah. Or like a Kentucky Fried Movie. It's jam-packed. Like every time I watch that.
An official said, Dracula Flo guy was a perpetual extra actor.
Dracula Flo? What is that?
Oh, that's odd.
Yeah.
A rabbit hole.
A rabbit hole. Okay. Dracula Flo. Is that the guy on the death grips who had like the painted hair that said he was Dracula? I don't know. I'm gonna look that up now.
Byzantiadev said, it's rap adjacent.
I don't know. Oh, interesting.
Yes.
All right, here we are. 1 hour's passed. Let's see, what day is it? Day 57. I've lost 14 pounds, and we're going to keep going. The goal is to get under 200 by whenever, how long it takes. And that's still unimaginable, but I think I'm still going to be fat at 200, but that means we'll just keep going. But 200 right now is the unrealistic magical number, and we're at 273 right now, so we're going to keep going. Working out every morning, except on the weekends. I rest on the weekends. Sometimes I drop in and do a stream, but for the most part. Mornings, like 7 a.m. So if you like this, come back Monday morning. I'll be back. All right. Have a good rest of your days, and see you Monday morning. Enjoy your weekends. Bye. Double bye. Extra special bye for you guys. Bye-bye.